Well, now it's time to get to my favorite segment of the show regarding the White Sox, aesthetics.
Yes. Wow. Yes. Your City Connect 2.0 uniforms were revealed yesterday and will be on the field this weekend?
Is it
May 2nd. Yeah, I think
May
it's probably
2nd? Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
Friday or
They'll be,
Saturday, yeah.
yeah, the Chicago White Sox Bulls will be on the field
Yeah.
this Saturday. Interesting thing, Smitty. This is what I had partially kind of anticipated. Not all elements of it, but was a partial anticipation I had for 1.0 because of Reinsdorf.
Sure. I think I remember you saying that too, and you are wearing the example of the Chicago White Sox basketball jersey from 3 years ago.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, the giveaway. I wore this in honor of the new City Connect 2.0 jersey. The what is sure to probably be a huge moneymaker, and we're gonna see it probably coming out all over MLB now if this is a success. Because there's a lot of cities that have big basketball history with championships. Boston, Dodgers with the Lakers.
Yeah,
we could see a lot. I mean, the Pistons in Detroit, but you got the Red Wings, which is historic too. So who knows what happens there? But I mean,
yeah, this is literally a mashup of what a Bulls uniform would look like if it was a White Sox baseball with the red background with the black pinstripes, black sleeves. Where you've got the black hat with a red brim with a cool retro flying White Sox logo.
My favorite logo of all time.
Yeah, I remember you were desperate to find that. It was a 1959 Sox logo or whatever.
Yeah.
You're looking for that. You're looking for that cap for years, and you found it one day. I think I was there when you found it.
You were there when
I
found it. You. Yeah, I didn't even hesitate. I just grabbed the $40 fucking cap and ponied up.
It's a good logo. I mean, the winged sock logo. It's pretty cool. So it's cool they brought that back. Now it's white and red.
Yeah, white and red with, I think it says Chicago White Sox on the inside, or Chicago. It says Chicago on the inside of it.
I think there's a bunch of different versions of that. The one I saw on the on-field hat was just the logo, just the sock and the wing, without any text. But I don't know. I've seen a bunch of different versions of that. I think those might be from merchandise sales. But these actually leaked about a month ago. I don't know if we talked about it or if you even saw that. I thought they were a joke. Actually, I thought it was a fake leak. Like, I saw these I think it was a month ago. I didn't think it was real. It just didn't look like what I thought a City Connect uniform would look like. But I mean, it literally takes the same arched Chicago lettering from the Bulls jersey, from the road jersey, and puts it onto a baseball jersey. So the red doesn't come out from nowhere, because the White Sox from time to time you've had red in your logo or in your scheme. Yeah. So yeah, that part makes sense to me, but I did not see the literal basketball mashup coming.
Yeah, I mean, to me the timing is if this was on the table originally and they canned it, I think part of the reason they did at that time would have been the Bulls were way, way worse than they even are now, and the Sox were, they were in that trend of like, we could win a championship right now, and they wouldn't have wanted to merge the two. Now the Bulls have slowly crept up to a better team, but I think even more so, it's the Jerry Reinsdorf legacy jersey, right? It's this jersey that represents the two teams he owns, and whether people know this or not, the United Center where the Hawks and the Bulls play sits at Madison, which is 0, but the stadium is built on the south side of the street. So the minute you walk through those front doors, you are on the south side of Chicago.
That's true. I never thought about that. I never considered that every time I went to the United Center that I was actually on the south side.
Yeah, so
it's a jarring thought.
Yeah, for all you North Side Bulls and Hawks fans, know that every game you watch, you're on the south side of Chicago. You fucking stuck-up pricks who badmouth us all the time.
And so ends our geography lesson for the day.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. There you go.
I feel educated.
Up your ass. Anyway.
Angry geography.
I will say this. I don't hate these. I really don't. And the more I look at them, I'm like, I kind of like it in a way. But what I really like about it isn't the jersey itself. It is the amazing amount of alternate merchandise that can be found on Fanatics.
I think that all just launched this morning. I was getting emails like, 9 a.m. Here it comes.
Oh my God. I've already in a shopping cart. I just threw a bunch of things just to see. It's like $200 fucking worth of merchandise. There is a badass. You sent me the one cap, which is pretty cool looking.
That was crisscrossed socks, and it spells out White Sox in the center of it. I thought that was pretty cool. I feel like you've had that logo and version of that logo.
Exactly. Yeah.
For years. Okay.
Yeah, that was like in the 40s, I think it was. It was the blue cap. I think Vit and I both own that cap, actually. Throwing out Vit, little love for Vit. Anyway, the other one is there is an all black cap with block Southside across the top in red lettering across the front of the cap with the winged logo on the back. I mean, it is fucking badass looking. So you put two caps in your cart. That's $88 right there. But then the t-shirts, the fucking t-shirts they've come up with, insane. I am telling you folks, this is going to make so much fucking money. Because there's way more. I'm not even really much of a Bulls fan, but like for people that are Bulls fans and Sox fans, I mean, this shit is gonna sell like wildfire. This is a dream come true for the money coffers of MLB merchandising. Anyway, let's get to the jersey itself because I have lots of funny fucking ideas about this thing. I have something really funny to point out in the promotional materials that were put out. Do you want to hear that?
That's my favorite part. Yeah, I haven't read any of these, but these are traditionally why we do aesthetics, just to read these explanations of everything. So I'm assuming the White Sox did not disappoint.
No. Let's go with the neck. Let's start at the neckline. We're going to start at the top.
Well, let's start with, they're calling this, like there's a theme to it. They're calling it this Bred in Chicago.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We should start there. Bred in Chicago. That's right.
Which I would see in the combination of White Sox and Bulls, I just immediately thought of Inbred Chicago.
Oh!
Heyo!
Anyway.
Sorry, I digress. Go ahead.
Based on that, let's start off with the crossover tag. The crossover tag, a groundbreaking. First of all, it's groundbreaking. This is groundbreaking, folks. This jersey is groundbreaking according to the marketing folks at Nike, at the Nike marketing department. A groundbreaking crossover uniting the NBA and MLB. This co-branded tag symbolizes the convergence of court and diamond. So there is a baseball diamond logo with Shy in the middle. And then the Sox logo is on the left and the Bulls logo is on the right. That's on the tag of the jersey. As you already mentioned, I'm not going to read this one, but the Chicago is the Bulls road jersey. Chicago lettering. The Bred, B-R-E-D, cap, featuring the Winged Sox logo. This hat honors the city's champions. Okay. Neckline features 9 championship years. We'll say 6 of those are the Bulls, folks. Yeah. A proud reminder of Chicago's history and toughness. Now, I gotta say, when you look at this, it's fucking hilarious because the Sox logo is on the left because just by default, because the first championship is 06. Then there's 17.
1906.
Yes, 1917. And then you jump to a series of red, which starts at 1991.
It took a while. A little bit of a drought there.
Through 91, 92, 93, break, 96, 97, 98. Yeah. Then there's an 05 and we're out. So this long historic history of championships in Chicago. Yes. What a joke. Okay, now we're getting into the reach. We're getting into the reach. The pinstripes, Smitty. The pinstripes. This is what the pinstripes represent. The bold red pinstripes pay tribute to the Bulls, while the black stripes nod to the Southside's history.
Okay, this is really that's really a stretch because I've never heard of a pinstripe jersey referring to both colors as stripes. The red is the background color, the black are the pinstripes. So to have, I guess technically, I guess both colors are stripes, but I've just never heard it referred to that way. And the reason it was is because they wanted to draw in that bullshit connection to whatever expository reasoning they had for it. So congratulations on the copywriter for that. Well done, I guess.
I guess, or you could say the bold red background pays tribute to the Bulls, and the pinstripes are the White Sox. But whatever. Winged sock, a tribute to legends. This symbol soars, representing the city's pursuit of excellence. There's the wing stripe logos on the sleeve, also.
Oh, okay.
Big and bold. It looks awesome. Then along the bottom of the sleeve is Southside. Echoing the First City Connect uniform, it honors the heart and hustle of Chicago's Southside, symbolizing its resilience and generations who proudly wear these colors. So there's like a red band on the bottom of the sleeve, and it has Southside in block type all around. And then also, I didn't realize this does double duty. It's also along the stripe on the pant. So you got black pant with a red stripe, and in the red stripe it says Southside all the way down it over and over.
More black pants. Jesus Christ.
Fucking don't wear it on a 90-degree day. Now, all of that, while again there's stretches here and whatnot, isn't even close to funny as the shoes that Luis Robert is wearing in a Nike ad. Because I don't know if you noticed this, but he is wearing, and I don't know how Nike did this, maybe Fanatics is running this, I don't know, a pair of red Adidas.
Oh no.
He is wearing red Adidas shoes in a Nike City Connect ad.
Dude, you got to send me that picture, that or retweet that or something on social media. I need to see that.
I'm going to tweet this on. I was waiting to drop the bomb on the podcast.
You dropped it
before I put it out there. I'm shocked. Maybe someone else has talked about it. We haven't heard it yet on Chicago
probably
Radio.
Not the only one, but yeah,
that's great. He is wearing red Adidas, and for whatever reason, it jumped out at me when I first looked at this, and I just started laughing out loud. I'm like, how can Nike, how could anyone who's running quality control here yet again allow someone to be wearing their main competitor's shoes in the fucking ad?
Just either like they didn't notice when they were taking the shot. They could have easily cropped it out after the photos were taken, and whatever ads they were placing it in, that nobody caught that is fucking hilarious. So congratulations.
Yeah, it's like a photo hunt at the old bar back in the day, circling the things that are wrong in the photo. There you go. So anyway, that's that. I guess it's probably time to vote.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, because I just had a bunch of error alerts pop up for no reason on this fucking thing again. Yeah, let's go ahead and vote. Put our votes in. Do you want me to vote first, or would you like to vote?
I've been doing all the talking on this bad boy for the most part. You can vote first.
Well, I'm gonna put 2 middle fingers down immediately. I mean, you know how much I hate the White Sox. I hate the Bulls even more. So combining those two is the worst bastardization of two franchises that I can't stand. I think it looks ridiculous. Like I said, the first time I saw it, I thought it was a joke as it leaked on the internet about a month ago. Combining a basketball uniform and a football and a baseball uniform is lazy and boring. It's also just a stroking of Jerry Reinsdorf ego, as you mentioned, just throwing out that adding the championships that Michael Jordan won him to a White Sox jersey is fucking funny. I think they just look goofy. I do like the flying sock logo. I think that's cool. I don't like the red. I guess is the big part. Your original hat with a gold wing looks fantastic. I could even see a silver wing on it. The most disappointing part of this is that they're replacing the City Connect 1.0, which I think is the best of all the City Connect uniforms. So just to make sure no one thinks I'm just biased against the White Sox, I think the Southside uniforms from 4 years ago are the best that anyone has done, including my Tigers or the Cubs even. I think this is just a huge disappointment. I think I am certainly not the market that this is aimed at. I think you're right. It's probably going to sell a shit ton of merchandise. From what I've seen, the merch does look cooler than the actual uniforms. So, but for the uniforms and from my perspective here in mid Michigan, lifelong Detroit sports fan, two middle fingers down. Yeah, I am a fan of that as well. But
I am
what do you got over there?
One up and one down, and I'm going to give my reasons why. The down is, I do think in a way it's a little bit lazy. I also, the 1.0, it's a fucking perfect jersey. You could have maybe just tweaked accessories to that jersey for a 2.0 or something. Maybe change the hat or something. There's no reason to reinvent the wheel when you have perfection. But there is a tie-in here, just that goes beyond Jerry Reinsdorf, that maybe I'm reading more into it than needs to be. But you've got my favorite White Sox logo of all time on here, so of course I'm probably going to give it one finger up. The extra merchandise too is great, but I know we're just voting on the jersey. But I think this jersey does a great tie-in with the fact that Michael Jordan played for the Chicago White Sox, and he was Air Jordan, and that White Sox logo not only represents the Go-Go White Sox of 1959, which ran all over the base paths, but it represents Jordan flying through the air. So I'm okay with it in that sense. So that's where my one finger up comes from. But again, I'm with you, Smitty. When you nail it like that, there's no reason other than
merch sales,
which
is the whole point. So.
Which is what we're going to see from this. So we're going to see merch sales. So anyway, all I can say to you, as I'm going to give you a great segue into Detroit, is fuck your Pistons.
Well, it's interesting. It is a good segue into Detroit because Tigers owner Chris Ilitch also owns the Detroit Red Wings. So might we see a Tigers mashup jersey with Red Wings colors? Change the classic Old English D to a red color, and there you go. That'd be even lazier than what your White Sox just did, but it would probably sell a shit ton of merchandise. So frankly, that'd be a better look than the current City Connect uniforms, the Motor City versions they came out with last summer, which I think are, the more I look at them, the more annoyed I get. They had such an opportunity. I think they just look ridiculous.
Word Hole Media.